Stefs Rock Show. Right now, we've got the Filthy Kids. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, super excited about it. I'm super stoked. I've watched a few of the episodes on your show,
Oh,
so yeah,
nice.
super stoked.
Your hair matches my headphones and my mic and my jacket, by the
I
way.
know. I almost wore that same jacket too. I have the exact same. No, I'm kidding. But
We
it
could have
does.
been
It's.
all pink, everything.
I know. I should have planned. I should have wore all pink. I do have a
It's
pink
okay.
cape.
It's all good.
No,
I,
it's
I
cool.
like the pink though.
It's fun.
So how the music video shoot for Love at Gunpoint, I loved it. I wanted to come out, and then life, responsibilities, adulthood. Like, how was the filming and everything for it?
It was so fun. I was super bummed that you weren't able to make it because it
I
would have been
know.
super awesome. It was a lot of fun. I had my buddy AJ. He's got a podcast. It's called the Solidified Podcast, and he also does filming. We like help each other out with different things, and he was able to come out and film. I'm usually the one who's filming videos and things like that, so it's really hard for me to find someone that I can trust to like come and take the footage or whatever. But it was so awesome. We rented a little chapel, rented a coffin because I really wanted to be in a coffin. I wanted to be dead. No. And just had a lot of good friends come out to the shoot, and also people that I had just met at our last show that came out and were in it, and it was just a lot of fun. I love being creative, so that shoot was really fun, and of course the Filthy Kids, all the guys were super stoked to do it too. Yeah, it was fun.
How do you rent a coffin?
Well, I Googled, I was like, where do you, can you rent a coffin? I actually asked that question. I was like, can you rent a coffin? And you could from like local funeral homes or whatever, but they were pretty expensive. So I was like, let me check Craigslist. And then I found someone who's selling one. So I was like, hey, would you mind renting it? And they were down. And so I lucked out. So I almost ended up buying a coffin because I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna find one. I might just buy one and just be ready, for the end of life. Yeah.
No, wait. So you rented a Craigslist coffin and you don't know how many dead people have been in it and you jumped in it?
Yeah, because it was.
That's
It's fun.
badass.
It's more
Yeah.
fun when you don't really know.
I
Uh,
would do that. I've met guys off of Craigslist in Hollywood.
really.
Yeah, and I don't know how I watch Dateline and I go, I should have been offed like several times. I met
You.
strangers.
Yeah, you could have been gone. I could have been
Yeah.
gone. I could. That dude could have just like put me in the coffin, and that would have been it.
Yeah, did
But
you had a friend, right, when you went to rent the coffin with you when you went to
no. So the crazy thing is that it was a trust thing. I actually had the guy come out to the shoot. That was the first time that I met him. I called him once. We talked on the phone, had a good little chat, just to make sure that neither of us were crazy. Make sure that he knew that I was a real person and vice versa. Yeah, he turned out to be great, super super kind, and yeah, he like brought it out, and it was
So
great. It was
he
a
brought
nice
it
one
to the
too.
shoot. You didn't have to
He
meet
brought
him
it to
by
the shoot.
himself.
I didn't even
Wow.
go and check it out. Like I could have, I should have gone and been like, okay, it's legit. But he sent pictures. I was like, all right, it looks nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was a total trust thing for sure.
You trust
Yeah,
falled into the coffin. I
I did.
realized that I think the guys were more scared that I was gonna kill them that I met on Craigslist. Like, I seemed like the more creepy person. So they're like,
Really?
"This is a." Yeah,
So
yeah.
what
I
was
think they
that?
were more
What
scared for their life.
what was like the conversation? It was there a conversation? Was there much
No,
conversation
it
or
was a lot of, like, men seeking women like that. It was either MySpace back in the early 2000s or Craigslist. Like, we didn't have dating apps,
that
and,
is
like, you'd go to the
crazy.
bar sometimes, but I was a creep. I'd, like, be dating someone, and then I'd go on Craigslist to try to meet somebody else, and I had major issues back in the day. I don't know.
Were any of those? Did any of those turn out good though? Were they
All
like?
of them,
Oh, okay.
all of them. When your bar's as low as mine, all of the dates turn out great. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it.
It's like, yeah, it's down here, so this is pretty
They
good.
all had a pulse. They maybe bought
That's
me a PBR. They asked about my life, so I fell in love for a night
that's a
several
win.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's a combination for love. That's all you
it
need.
is,
You need a
it
little
is.
Craigslist in your life.
I know. Fucking take chances, take risks. So
Yeah.
you guys are in Sacramento, right?
Yeah, we're in Sacramento, based out of Sacramento, but the dudes like are scattered everywhere, Northern California, but they all make the trek to shows and stuff like that. We play a lot in Sac, but we also get out. We do a lot in the Central Valley. We have some homies down in Fresno, Seven Asterisk, Addis. Really cool folks, and there's a cool scene down there. So we're going to be down there for a few months consecutively, like maybe 3 or 4 months. We have some shows down there, um, and we just try to get out. We've done some stuff in LA, San Francisco, just random spots. Like we just love playing anywhere, really.
Yeah. The armpit of California, Fresno. There's a lot of good fentanyl down there, I hear, you know?
Really.
Yeah, they got a good metal scene, though. They really do.
Oh, I mean, really, since I've been down there, it was probably March of last year that we had our first show out there. And they have a really cool growing scene for all genres. Like they got a cool indie scene, punk, and they have a lot of venues. And the great thing is that people just really come out and there's like a big community. Like folks are just into shows. You know, like sometimes there's shows and people go for mainly for the drinks and the social thing, but like they're there for the music. And it goes crazy. So it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because in Fresno, you're either homeless doing fentanyl or you get to go to a show. It's really exciting for them that they're, not a zombie in the corner. They're doing shit with their life. So,
All my Fresno homies are gonna beat me up after this. They're gonna be like, "You let her say that." I'm like,
and no, guys in Fresno are hot, but I'm just saying I haven't probably been there in 5 or 6 years, but I used to go down to Fresno quite often. Also on the way to LA, I'd stop in Fresno and that would be like my midway point sometimes and I'd
that
check out a show.
that's what I had told them. Is like the only time I had stopped here really was like to get some like Dutch Bros or something. I don't know, like on the way to LA. But it's actually cool. I like there's a lot of great places to like for shows, food, pizza. I love pizza. They got some spots. That's all I'm
I
saying.
like pizza. Have you ever tried pickles on pizza?
No, but I think I
Do
have
you
to.
like pickles?
Yeah, I do. Heck yeah.
Okay, me too.
Like
It's
fried pickles too.
really yes, I love fried
Where'd you
pickles,
have
but
this?
these are just regular pickles on pizza. It used to be at Pizza Rock and then Pizza Rock shut down, but I love fucking pickles on pizza. I'll just do it at home. I'll just add it now.
Yeah. No, that's a good idea. I've never. I wonder if pizza places actually carry pickles because
Some might be offended. I feel like the New York traditional pizza places would be like, "We can't add pickles on
they'll
pizza,"
just
but
hang
I
up
like
on
weird
me.
shit.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
try it though.
You should. Okay, so I wanted to ask because you guys are from Sacramento, favorite venue out of Press Club, Harlow's, Cafe Colonial, Ace of Spades, or Goldfield? Do you have a fave?
Well, currently I'd say Press Club, just because they're really great people, like the folks who run it. The scene is growing. It's like I know Press Club was like alive and kicking before the move, and they're picking back up. And I really like that they have all kinds of events, like dance events and I don't know, knitting club. No, I'm kidding. That's a lie. They have
They
fun
have
stuff.
drag brunch today, and then I'll be there tonight for a metal show.
Oh,
You
are
should go.
you?
There's a metal show there tonight, and I heard they're really young, all the bands. That's why I'm going. They're like 21
Oh.
to 25, so that's my age range
Ah.
of what I want to steal to take home. So I'm gonna go and hunt at Press Club
You're
tonight.
gonna go and hunt.
Yeah,
Window
with other
shopping?
cougars.
That is
We're
hilarious.
we're bringing the guns. You know what I
I
mean?
actually would go. I would go. We're filming 2 music videos tonight.
Way cool. You guys are
Yeah.
busy. Are you more caskets or no more caskets?
No caskets on this one. What do we do? Oh, we're gonna be at a bookstore
Okay.
for our single that's dropping next Friday. And it's gonna be cool. It's just gonna be books. Why not? And then the other one is gonna be just a little wild for a song called Blah Blah Blah. It's just gonna be like real punky. It's gonna be great.
What's
Oh,
the single
and
dropping next Friday though?
it's called Sugar. It's a love song.
Sugar.
It's one of these. Is this a heart?
Yeah.
It is kind of. That was kind of crooked. Look, it was. It was a deformed heart.
Is
Anyway,
sugar a metaphor for something else?
it could be if you want it to be, but
Okay.
it's whatever. It's up to interpretation. It's a. I think with this record, because there's about 12 songs, and there's a good mix of like genre. Some stuff's like really wild, crazy, some screams, and then this like Sugar's like pretty chill. But it's good. It still sounds. It's filthy. It's got a little filth in it, you know.
Because you're the filthy kids. Do you guys
Because
not like to shower? Is that why you're filthy
I
kids?
have not. Look at my hair. I have not showered in a whole. I'm kidding. I don't know.
I don't like to shower. I just do it to get laid, but I don't like to. But like I'll shower because I'll be like, I have
You're
someone
too
coming over.
busy. It's like when is there
It's a
time
lot.
to shower? Like
It's a
you're
lot of work.
editing. You know,
Yes.
we're shooting
Yeah.
music videos. We're making music.
I'm on Craigslist looking for dudes. Like I don't have a lot of
Exactly.
time to
I
rinse off.
mean, I got some coffins to lay in. What shower?
Yeah. Some people want though the pheromones. They say like they want your natural smell. Like it's not good to
You know
shower every
what?
day, I've read.
Hmm. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe that's it. Maybe that's where my pheromones
Not once a week though.
shine.
I think there's like a good balance, right? Like every couple days you've got to shower or it's just getting too bad.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
every few
have you
days at
guys
least.
played concert in the park?
We haven't, but we'd love to. I feel like it'd be super dope. We had some buddies play it last year. I actually filmed their set because I love filming, and super dope pop punk band Light the Way. They played, and I was like, I gotta be here. I want to be here. I'd love to
Yeah.
play. The Filthy Kids would love to play.
You should hit them up. I know it closed a couple weeks ago, but I would still send your music in and hit them up because they're always looking for bands. And I just feel like that's like a great Sacramento local
Yeah.
jump point, is
It
concert
really
in the park.
is. It
Yeah.
really is. What I love about concerts in the park is that people actually go for the music. I mean, the drinks and having fun, all that good stuff. But it's just like you're there because you want to hear music. And so the community's like super dope. I love that. Just when people are there for music and it's just a good time. Really, at all of our shows, it's like that. Just like, let's have a good time.
And there was a concert in the park in Santa Cruz when I lived out there, and not a lot of people honestly showed up. It wasn't a big deal. I will say going from LA and Santa Cruz to concert in the park to Sacramento's, it's a big deal here. Like a lot of people show up and pack it out. So I just
Yeah,
think it's more important in our community.
I agree. Yeah, I don't know how I see that though, because we've played some places that like it doesn't seem like they really care for like the music scene. I mean, people go, like there's enough people that go to the shows, but I can see that happening. Sac has always been great for rock though. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
I saw you buy the old Sac Ferris wheel. Would you ever film a music video on the Ferris wheel, like jumping off or anything? Or do you think they'd let you?
For my last music video ever, I'll jump off and just,
See if you make it.
yeah, we'll have you edit it though, because I won't be around to edit.
I
So
can edit it. And then you could get on the carousel too and
oh, we
like,
did. So we actually for Jasleen, a music video that we have, my friend Destiny, she's the one. She's like the main actress in that, and yeah, we shot on the Ferris wheel. Not the Ferris wheel, the carousel.
the carousel. Yeah. That's sick. That's really
Yeah,
sick.
Sac has some cool
Okay,
spots.
more Sacramento conversations because that's my new. I love it. I'm repping Sac hard on this podcast. Do you
Thank you.
have a favorite Sacramento date, like day date or night date that you would take your girl on?
Oh, that's a good question. I'm a real simple dude, and you know what? Walking Midtown is pretty great. If you just walk Midtown, because if like I feel like it just depends on the person, right? Like the type of
Yeah.
chemistry you have. But good conversation, to me, nothing beats good conversation. Like versus an activity that you're like relying on that to be the fun part. Like there's cool stuff to do for sure. I say that though. But and then food, I mean, there's so many food spots too.
Yeah. Do you
But
have a
that's kind of
restaurant or
like
bar that's your favorite to pop into?
a bar.
A bar or
Um,
restaurant, yeah, that you like?
oh man, I don't. I just love pizza. Roma's
Okay.
Pizza. Roma's Pizza. Like that's kind of like where my life is just revolving around pepperoni pizza, cheese pizza.
That's hella
I like
funny.
it all. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's a good
Have you been to
question though.
Jungle Bird?
What? No.
Jungle
What is
Bird,
that?
you got it. That's like my favorite spot because it's so chill. You think you're in Hawaii or Maui on vacation when you walk in, and it's like tiki drinks and tiki food, and everybody's like just chilling at the bar. You got to
Yeah,
check out Jungle Bird.
I gotta check it out. Where's that?
I
Like, is
think
that like
it's like
downtownish?
on P and something. You know what's crazy? Like I know Sac, but I don't, if that makes sense. Like once, because I'm in West Sac right over the bridge, so I'm super
Oh, okay.
close. So once I cross over the Tower Bridge, I'm like, oh, I know where I'm going, and it's just numbers and letters. But like
Yeah.
to know the exact where I'm at and the address, no clue. I'm like, there's 6 bars, and you turn left, and you see Fox and Goose, and you go down on the right, and that's how I'm such a girl. I give directions by monuments rather than I
Hey,
don't
that
know.
works. That still
Yeah.
works. I'll check
Yeah.
it out though. That sounds like fun. Sounds like a grown-up rainforest cafe.
Yeah, yeah. And so, okay, do you think California, they're talking about legalizing weed bars? Do you think they should be legal or it would pose an issue to have bars you can go up and smoke weed at?
I feel like people are smoking all the time, so I don't know what the difference is. I mean, that's like, yeah, that's a weird thing because I think people are already doing it. Like that doesn't really change anything for me anyway.
I think it'd be really neat to make it more socialized and normal to sit at a bar and try different strands with people and not feel like, okay, I have to take this and now go home or go to my friend's house to smoke it.
Yeah. Have there been any talks about like fentanyl bars at all?
Right. I know, just in Fresno. They're gonna start in Modesto and Fresno, and then if they hit in those 2 spots that they're popular at, they're gonna come to Sac next. That's
I don't know.
on the to-do
I
list.
might get in early on the game. JK, JK. Drug
Yeah, I
free,
know.
folks. Drug free. Come on.
I know, I don't do hard drugs anymore. Like, bless my soul, I did a lot back in my 20s and the days, and I feel like I rolled the dice enough that now I don't count alcohol and weed. To me, those are very, like, minimal, safe, if you wanna
Like
call them
social
drugs.
type. Yeah, social type.
Yeah, those I'll do. I like a cigar here and there, but other than that, I live a fairly boring life for how exciting my life looks. It's actually really boring. So,
Really?
yeah. I'll take a couple
Huh.
shots of Jack tonight. I'll be in bed by midnight, like I don't I think people think I
That's so
rage
chill.
harder
Yeah.
than I do, but I like to sleep. That is like one of my new favorite hobbies
Sleep.
is sleep.
Oh, I love sleep. I don't get
It's
enough of it.
exciting.
I really should. I feel like I stay too busy and then I feel like a kid sometimes where I'll just really push it. I'm like my eyes are so like I'm drowsy. I'm like my head's nodding. I'm like no, one more video edit or something. I don't know.
Do
Or just
you use
like
like Monster or energy drinks or do you have coffee or what do you use?
I used to drink Rockstars daily and then I stopped. I had to stop. It was crazy because I felt like I couldn't function. Then I moved on to like espressos, like just straight black espressos. And then they got that was good. Now I just drink black coffee. Oh, you know what's really good too is the yerba mates. Have you had those?
No, I
They're
haven't.
like canned teas. They're not like super sweet, which I like. And there's what's it like a mint green tea type enlightenment, I think is what it's called. But yerba mate, they're like yellow cans. Watch, you should try one. They're really
It
good.
sounds fancy. It sounds fancy.
I
I
mean,
don't
I may
know.
hold my pinky up when I'm holding the
Is it
can.
too classy for me? That's what I'm wondering. I'm getting
Really?
scared.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah. It's
Okay.
good. It's like a cool chill daily type thing. But those are good to switch it up. But black coffee is good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I like doing a drizzle of Hershey's chocolate syrup, and then I do salted caramel Starbucks cold brew, and then I'll add like a shot of Jack Daniels just to
Really?
wake me up in the
Is
morning.
that kind of like that Irish coffee type
It could
syrup?
be that's like Bailey's. That's like Bailey's in a shoe. I don't know if you've ever seen Old Greg. I'm obsessed with that skit, but like that's I am Irish, and so I think I need a little bit of
Oh,
alcohol in my coffee just to feel normal, right? Just to
yeah.
go on with my day and deal
There's
with
this
people.
There's this cool spot in San Francisco called I think it's La Buena Vista. It's like near Fisherman's Wharf, and they make it really good, like the Irish coffee there. That's actually the first place that I had it, and it was super tasty. But I haven't. You say you just like throw Hershey's,
Hershey's
drizzle it in.
chocolate caramel cold brew from Starbucks, and then like a shot or 2 of Jack Daniels, and oh my god, that is my wake
Yeah.
me up. That's the drive the kids to school and hang out at the Catholic school with all the parents, and then that's how I deal with them, and I talk to
Yeah.
them, is like I'm a
It's
little buzzed, and I'm like, "Ooh," like, I can
the only
pretend to
way
be
that
normal.
the only way that they're interesting.
R
The
oh, or like,
the
yeah, if they find
conversation.
this podcast, I'm over, I'm shot, like, I'm not allowed in the news circle anymore.
That is
Um
hilarious.
Okay, what is your dream band to tour with, to, like, open for?
Oh, you know what? I mean, I love the Deftones. Sack.
You got Sacktown, I mean, that's, like, a given.
That's yeah. Besides them though, Phoenix. They're from France, but they play all over the U.S. and stuff like that. Phoenix. I've been on that for a bit. Like I really like their music. But like folks that are currently touring, I also like the drums. The drums are dope.
Who's that?
It is I think they're based out of New York. It's kind of like I don't even know what you would call their genre. It's like indie, just to keep it general. But the drums, it's pretty chill music, but really good everything. The singing, melody, super catchy. You probably heard one. I don't know. They're good
Maybe.
though. Maybe there's one song called Money. I think it's called Money. I don't even know. I suck at titles, but yeah, they're fun. But I just really those would be the ones if it was like a dream like lineup or whatever. But
I
really
feel like
just
you guys would be a good match for Vans Warped Tour.
You know what? That reminds
Like
me.
you got Warped Tour vibes to you guys.
We'd love to play Warp Tour for sure. It'd
You gotta hit
it'd
up
be
Kevin. Do you know Kevin's on his Instagram and sometimes he checks his DMs,
Oh, for
the
real?
creator.
Well,
Yeah.
send me Kevin's
I'm gonna send you
profile.
Kevin's Instagram because I know he's like slowly unraveling who's playing the 3 dates right now, but come on, you always might need an extra one or a backup band if someone gets sick
Yeah,
on the Long Beach
exactly.
stage.
Just in
Why not?
case, one of the bands have all their legs broken the night before, you
You're
know.
gonna Nancy Kerrigan it. You're gonna go fucking Nancy Kerrigan, like, red jumpsuit apparatus and be like, "Weird, you guys have a stage opening? Well,
Wow,
we're
we just
available."
so happen to be in town with a crowbar.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sending you his Instagram. I am, like, a huge fan of fuck it, send me email. And I was just hanging out with my buddy at a coffee shop last night, and he was not. I was like, "Why don't you open for this comedian?" And he's like, "I'm not going to just out of nowhere send this famous comedian a do you need an opener?" And I'm like, "Why not?" I sent an Aerosmith an email a month ago. Do you want to come by the podcast? I got an email back. Yeah, we're super swamped right now, but we're going to keep your email in the back. What the fuck? Right?
Yeah.
But like, so why not send the email? Because you
Exactly.
don't
I'm
know.
down. Anytime someone has a lead on anything, like I
Yeah,
know a person, whatever, like I'll shoot my shot. Like I'm
me
like,
too.
you only live once, like just do it. Like like you don't lose out, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's
Right?
great. Yeah. And it's really it comes down to it's people. It's just like a conversation. It's just like
Yeah.
either they have time for it, they're interested or they're not.
I'll
But
shoot my
heck yeah.
shot. If he's 21 with no baggage and he's living with his parents, I'll still shoot my shot. I'll be like, "Who knows?
Yeah.
Might get a call back, might not." So, try it all.
You
Okay,
gotta you
and
gotta go
then
for it.
I have to ask, like, current events happening right now. What are your thoughts about flying in the United States? I don't know if you've seen there's been 3 airplane accidents in a week and an airplane collision. Do you think
Yeah.
that's, like, you're scared at all, or would you jump on a plane right now?
Well, I'll be on some planes this year. I'm not scared. I do believe that there's more going on to that though. I don't look at the footage. I don't know if they're planes. Just watch real closely. I'd say for anybody, like you really have to it's very weird that all of a sudden this started happening the beginning of the year. Like
Mhm.
it's too much. Like I am the type where I'm like, I don't really trust what is being said from any side. It's just like just keep your eyes open, be vigilant, and look at patterns because all of a sudden this is happening. And always follow the money. It's like who is making money off of this? Who would benefit from it? And one of the biggest things is like if you could put fear into the general public, that's a big win for somebody.
Yeah.
And I think that's a portion of it. Like, who would really benefit from people being afraid of flying and no longer flying? Like, do they need the airspace for something? Like, you know what I mean? Like, is something
That's a
else
great
gonna happen?
point.
You know,
Yeah.
like if less planes are up there, then there's less people that can potentially see some things. So that's my thing. Just keep your eyes open.
Yeah, I totally agree. Be vigilant. And the drones happen, and then the airplane crashes. Supposedly, it's
Yeah.
really weird. The flight paths aren't making sense, and it is a lot at once. 2025 has been like already an insane year.
Like
Like,
that was just 1 month.
yes, it felt
We
like a
have
year. 1 month of fucking a driver through Louisiana, a cyber truck on fire outside of Trump
yeah.
Tower. Like what the fuck? We've
Yeah,
just had the fire.
it's
LA's on fire.
have you seen all the weather stuff? Like the
Yeah.
clouds, the fog? Like I just saw a video the other day where it looks like a cloud fell and it's low and it's like it looks like foam. It's super
What?
trippy. I'll send it to you. I'll
I
send
didn't
it to
even
you.
see that yet, but I'm like, I feel like you can't shock me anymore. Like a couple years ago, I probably would have been pretty blown away at a lot of this. And now I'm just like, well, we're living in a simulation. We're all going to die soon. Let's have fun today because this is fucking crazy. But yeah, I don't know.
That's the
I have
thing
to get on a
too.
plane to DC in April. And I already don't love flying, but I do it because I like to travel and visit people. But I'm now like, fuck, dude, I got to get wasted at the airport before I get on this plane because all this bullshit. And it's the same flight path as the DC flight that went into
Oh,
the Blackhawk.
dang.
And I'm like, why
Dang.
no, I don't want that. Yeah.
That's gonna be yeah, you're gonna be knocked out. You have to be
Uh,
knocked out. Because
maybe
you're
a
like
Xanax.
DC.
I'm gonna probably pop a Xanax and like take a little nappy nap. But one time I did this a long time ago and I missed my connecting flight because I fell asleep
Oh,
with the
dang.
Xanax and a Jack Daniels. So
Wait, did you
don't.
fall asleep on the plane to where you ended up somewhere else, or you like?
No, no, they woke me up, but I only had like a 12-minute layover in Dallas to get to New York. And I needed to really jump off that plane and run to the next gate. And I was asleep because I was zannied out. And then they woke me up after like everyone left the plane and it had already been 10 minutes. So I ended up making it to my destination, but I had to get a flight the next day. I ended up staying in Dallas and having a fun time. So again, everything does happen for a reason. But try not to get so drugged out that you miss your connecting flight was
That's pretty
the
insane.
learning
Listening to Lil
lesson.
Peep and taking some Xanax in the plane,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
live in
Kendrick
Dallas.
Lamar, I think he's going to be at the Super Bowl performing, tomorrow. I was probably They Not Like Us when uh, like nobody else falls asleep on connecting flights. So that
Just
was my
you.
jam. Okay, and then last, I gotta ask because it's freaking nuts. Me and all my podcast buddies have been railing off about it this morning. Have you seen Kanye West tweets
Lately, no. I
this
actually
morning?
have
Oh
not.
my
No,
god.
what'd he say? What was
It's
it?
a shitstorm. What didn't he say? So he's like super racist again against everybody. Like Black History Month, that Martin Luther King's speech was written by a Jewish person.
Oh, wow.
Everyone's a slave. I mean, I think he's in a manic episode again, and I'm here for it. I got the popcorn. I kind of want to watch it, but some people have been deeply offended and are saying this is the last straw, but others are like, he's an artist. This is entertainment. Let it go.
I don't
What do you
know.
think about
It's
him
it's
saying derogatory things?
it's hard for me to even believe that that's him, honestly.
Okay.
Like, just starting there. I feel like people love to divide. You know what I mean? Like, people love, so like if you're in the entertainment industry and then you're saying things like that, it's hard for me to believe that it's that same person, because there's a lot of um wins and gains for larger groups when we could stay divided. So if you're throwing anything racist out there, it's like it's just to keep folks bickering at each other, and we're all distracted with all this stuff while other folks do their thing and win from that. So as far as Kanye goes, like, I know he said things and he's like, but I don't know. I really don't. It's hard for me to trust a lot of stuff. And dude doesn't
Yeah.
even look like Kanye to me. I mean,
So you think the version that's been thrown out is that it's a different person that looks like Kanye?
potentially.
Maybe the
But
Kardashians like have him hidden in a box somewhere and then they replaced him with somebody new.
yeah, in a shoebox. They have
Yeah,
him in a
they
shoebox.
shrunk him down
That's
and
what happened.
like
That
like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, he's an Oompa Loompa in a shoebox, and now there's a new Kanye saying all messed up things to make us all mad and distracted from real issues in the world.
yeah. Also, it's like I think a lot of people put so much weight on what one individual says. Like, you could have a dude who's just like drugged up on the corner spouting some stuff, and it's like you're not gonna listen to that. So it's
Yeah.
like if someone's spouting out stuff that's like he's just a regular guy, it's like we wouldn't pay attention to that from another person. I feel like, but if anyone's in entertainment, folks are like, oh, then this is like truth and law, and yeah,
I do think we are changing as a society, though. Like when I grew up in the 90s, actors and people in entertainment were kind of gods put on a pedestal. And now we're not looking at those people, even rock stars and actors, as that big of a deal. And we're actually looking even at social media influencers as almost on the same level. I feel like you can be a weirdo and tell jokes or lick toilet bowls and have millions of views and be kind of known as a famous
yeah.
TikToker
It's
now.
crazy.
It's
It's
weird. It's
crazy.
different.
Literally, off of one basic thing that doesn't even require talent or anything, and all of a sudden you're like known. Or you could just
Yeah.
say something like off the wall, and you're like, "Oh, you're that guy, or you're that girl," and
Yeah.
folks are just like building a life, like making some real money off of like some random stuff. So it is
Yeah.
crazy. It's pretty crazy.
It's changed. Okay, so anything before we go, what's going on with the Filthy Kids? Keep us up to date. What's happening in
Yeah.
2025?
So we're dropping singles as we go from our new record called Good Friends Good Times. We actually have it on vinyl. We're doing an unboxing today, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna be unboxing the vinyl, and then that's 12 songs, 12 new songs on that, and then we're just gonna be playing a ton of shows. Hopefully we can get on concerts in the park. Really trying to do
Yeah.
that. I mean, really just trying to play shows. Come catch us at a show. It's really fun. This conversation happens like with anybody. So like if you want to come out, say hi, all that stuff. We're just there for a good time. Yeah, so that's what we really have going on. We're really pushing this record with a ton of music videos. I mean, we're just in February, and what we have like 3 or 4 music videos out. We're gonna shoot some more because it's just why not? So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what's going on.
Well, that's exciting. That's badass. I have to come out and see you guys live sometime. I'm for sure
Yeah,
going to be there. So keep me updated. Let me know, and I'll check your page and tag you. And thank you so much for stopping by Steph's Rock Show.
heck yeah, it was fun. It was great. Thank you for having me.
Badass.